So question 2 here is about adding fractions. So we actually just have to fill in the gaps to complete the fractions here. So let's start with A, but remembering when we add or subtract fractions, we have to have the same denominator. So the number in the denominator, that bottom number, has to be the same. So we must make equivalent fractions so that we can, with the same denominator, so we can add and subtract them. So here for A, 2/3 plus 3/6 equals something plus 3/6. So the question is already telling us that the common denominator is going to be 6. Okay, so we're looking at 6. So we need to turn 2/3 into a fraction where the denominator is 6. So let's do that down here. 2/3 equals something over 6. What did I do to 3 to get 6? I doubled it. I multiplied it by 2. So therefore I need to multiply the numerator by 2 as well to get our equivalent fraction. 3 times 2 gives me 6. 2 times 2 gives me 4. So I'm going to put the 4 there. So now I've got 4/6 plus 3/6, and I can just add the numerators, and that will be 7/6. I don't add the denominators because these are parts of wholes, so I would have 4/6 and 3/6. So let's just draw that out so you can see it. In the first one, I've got 4/6, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the other one, I've got 3/6, 1, 2, 3. Now, just so that you can see that 4/6 is the same as 2/3, if I break this into thirds, the red ticks are in 2/3. Okay, so I've got 7/6. This is an improper fraction, but the question is allowing you to leave it like that. Okay, so the next one is 1/3 plus 3/4, and it equals a fraction plus something over 12. So remembering that we need to get the same denominators when we're adding fractions, so this is going to be 12. We need to get that to 12. So what is this second fraction, 3/4, with a denominator of 12? Well, let's have a look. 3/4 equals something over 12. Put those up so you can see that picture down there in particular. So what do we do to 4 to get 12? We multiplied it by 3. We can figure that out by what's 12 divided by 4, and it's 3. So I have to multiply my numerator, so by 3. And 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, so this fraction here is going to be 9 over 12. Now I need to turn 1/3 into something over 12. Okay, what do I do to 3 to get 12? Well, I multiply it by 4. So I need to multiply the numerator by 4 as well, and 1 times 4 is 4. So 1/3 is equivalent to 4/12, 3/4 is equivalent to 9/12. Let's add our numerators. 4 plus 9 is 13, and the denominator remains the same, 13 over 12. And the final one is asking us to add 1/4 to 4/5. Okay, so it's telling us again that the common denominator we need to get to is out of 20. So I'm going to put that there. Let's start with the 4/5. It equals something over 20. What do I do to 5 to get to 20? I multiply it by 4. I can figure that out by going 20 divided by 5 gives me 4. I need to multiply my numerators by 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Okay, now let's do the next. So we've done 4/5, and that's equivalent to 16 out of 20. Now let's do 1/4. 1/4 equals something over 20. 20 divided by 4 is 5, so I multiply 4 by 5. To get 20, I have to multiply the numerator by the same amount. 1 times 5 is 5. So 5 over 1/4 is the same as 5 over 20, so 1/4 equals 5 over 20, plus the 16 over 20. 5 plus 16 is 21 over 20. So there are your answers.